Okay, chapter 36 of Allan Stratton's The Dogs. We're getting down near the end. After dinner, I go upstairs while Mom and Ken watch some stupid TV show. I take out my phone and the photo of Dad and me and stare at his number and the code on the calling card Benji got me. The minutes will count as local, so she likely won't notice. If she does, I can say the card was to call an old friend. I hold my finger over the keypad. I freeze. What's wrong with me? Dad is just a second away. What am I scared of? I dial. The phone rings. Not just any phone, Dad's phone. After 5 rings, I wonder if his phone's off or worse, if he's changed numbers, but the 6th he picks up. Hello? It's his voice, just like I remember it. Hello? Dad says again, like he's wondering if there's been a wrong number and the other person's hung up. Say something. What? Something. Anything. Hey, Dad, or just Dad, something like that. Is anybody there? Dad asks. I picture him frowning. I go to say hi, but the word sticks in my throat. I hang up. Great. Just great. No big deal, I'll try again. Hearing Dad's voice, I was stunned is all. It was the first time I've heard it in years. I dial. Dad picks up after 4 rings. Yeah? Not so friendly, but not pissed off either. Say it. Hi. Who is this? It's like he thinks he should know, but he isn't sure. Why would he be? Last time he heard me, I was little. My voice was high. It's Cameron? Mom calls from the foot of the stairs. I gotta go, I tell Dad and shove my phone into my pocket like I've been caught at a crime scene. I go to my door. What? Ken's brought some dominoes. Want to play? No, thanks. I'm going to bed. So early? Yeah, I'm kind of tired. The pills. Suit yourself. I hear her wander off, saying something to Ken. I close my door and pull out my phone. Should I call again? Dad may think I'm a crank, or next time Mom may catch me. Relax. Mom and Ken are playing dominoes, probably at the kitchen table, other end of the house. And if Dad doesn't pick up, I can call tomorrow. I go for it. This time, Dad's there on the first ring. Buddy? Did he hear Mom call my name? Did he guess? Whatever he knows, it's like he can see me, my room, everything. I go sweaty. This is it. Buddy, is that you? Dad sounds like he wants it to be, but he's afraid to hope. Buddy, don't hang up, please. I'm here. It's you, right? I swallow. Can you hear my breathing? Yeah, it's me. Cameron, buddy. Suddenly his voice is bright and clear. I flash on when I was maybe 2 playing peekaboo. I had the covers over my head and Dad was going, Where's Cameron? Where's my buddy Cameron? And I pulled the covers off my face and he clapped his hands and went, Cameron, buddy. Like I'd appeared by magic, which now I sort of have. I always knew you'd call, buddy. He chokes up a bit. I didn't know when, but I knew. You and me, we were always pals, best pals. You were the greatest kid in the world. Still are. I love you, buddy. Dad, I'm sorry it took so long. No, it's okay. You're on the phone now. Where are you? He catches himself. No, don't tell me. You'll get into trouble. I know, it's okay. I love your mom. I won't say a word against her, but she has these strange ideas, you know? She thinks all sorts of things. Never mind. Not your fault. Nobody's fault. How are you? You're doing great? I guess. I guess doesn't sound great. It's not. Things are, well, my voice wobbles, you know. Sure, he says gently. I know. Sometimes life sucks, huh? So, is that why you're calling? Something's wrong? Maybe. Do I tell him? This is hard. You'll think I'm nuts. Don't tell me what I'll think. I'd never think that. Everyone else does. Who cares about everyone else? Before I can stop myself, I say, I need you. I do. I have no one else to talk to. What do you mean? You have your mom. I don't have anyone. Buddy, he's so concerned. I want a break. What is it, buddy? Go ahead. Tell me. Okay, here goes nothing. Do you believe in ghosts? Sure, why not? I mean, look, I've never seen one, never talked to one, never even come close. But there's so many stories from people way smarter than me, and they swear they've seen them, talked to them. All those stories, you know what they say, buddy. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah, I know. For the first time in ages, I'm breathing. Really breathing. I think so, too. Out of nowhere, Mom's running up the stairs. Cameron? I hear Ken on her heels. Cameron? It's Mom. I gotta go, I whisper. I'll call tomorrow from school. I hang up and slip the photo and phone under my pillow as Mom and Ken barge into my room. I jump up. Hello? There's this new invention. It's called privacy. Mom's eyes are wild. Cameron, who are you talking to? Was it that ghost? No, I shout. It wasn't a ghost. It was his buddies. The whole friggin' cemetery. We were having a party. Don't talk like that. Ken puts his arm around her. We were worried about you. Don't be. I'm fine. No, Cameron, Mom says. You're not fine. She has this look like my head's going to spin off and hit the ceiling. Maybe it is. If you're so worried, I rage, why don't you sleep up here with Ken? Then you can eavesdrop on me all you like. Plus, it'll save Ken having to sneak down to your room in the middle of the night. You think I don't hear the stairs? Mom's eyes flicker. Ken looks away. They separate. Oh my God, it's true. You owe Ken an apology, Mom says, and me. She turns on her heel and goes back downstairs. Ken shoots me an embarrassed glance and follows her. So, Mom's sleeping with Ken. Maybe I guessed, but now I know. And after my call, I know something else even more important. I'm not crazy, and neither is Dad. Chapter 37. There are things you know and things you don't. There are things you want to know and things you don't. Right now my head is full of so many things I don't. I can't stand it. I rock on the edge of my bed. Right away, like he knows I need him, Jackie's here beside me. It's tough, huh? He says. I didn't want to know about my mother's friend either. I don't know what I want. It's weird. I mean, like Ken. I like Ken. But he's not your father. No, he's not Dad. Jackie, what am I going to do about Dad? Don't worry, he says. It'll work out. His voice is so solemn. It's like he's the wisest person in the world. We sit a little bit. Then Jackie says, I know it's bothered you, me not being around. I've been hiding in my secret place. I didn't want to think about that all day with Father and the dogs. It's okay, I say, not wanting to scare him off. You don't have to tell me. No, I do, he says quietly. It's been my secret since forever. Secrets are hard, especially secrets like that. They don't leave you alone. I try to hide to make them go away, but they don't. They won't. Cameron, I need to tell someone. You're the only one I can trust. Can I? Are you sure? Please, just look away is all. It's easier to say if you look away. Okay. I stare at the spot by the window where the wallpaper is peeling back. Soon I see double, triple, things blur and disappear, and all I'm aware of is the sound of Jackie's voice. After Mother left and the police came by, Father got rid of the telephone. It was ringing at weird times. He thought I might answer. About a week later, he got the dogs. They came in steel cages. He fed them in the barn, but let them run free. He said they were to keep people away, people who'd take me, people who'd hurt me. But the dogs kept me inside, too. I was scared to go out. I saw them from the window, chasing rabbits, and how the rabbits never knew where to run, like they'd forgotten how, and how the dogs ripped them apart. In my dreams, I was a rabbit. Father knew I was scared. He said it was good I was scared, that it kept me in line. When I'd be bad or say I wanted to see Artie, he didn't put me in the cold room anymore. Instead, he grabbed me and dragged me to the door. Go ahead, he'd yell. Go see Artie. Get put in some orphanage with the rats. See if I care. And I'd hear the dogs barking, and I'd hold on to anything, the counter, the door frame, anything to keep from being thrown outside, anything to keep away from the dogs. I sort of knew he'd never feed me to them. I even liked it when he got mad and dragged me to the door, because afterward he'd hold me and tell me he loved me. Jackie stops talking. I hear his breath, though fast and hard, exactly in time with my own. I want to ask you something, or what happened that day, but I know it's hard when you get to the part you can't say, the part you don't want to remember. So I stay real still. I just stare at the wall and wait until he's ready to tell me the things he's never told. It was a Sunday morning, Jackie says at last. I know because we always listened to the church service on the radio. Father had been drinking. After Mother went away, he drank all the time. He was looking sort of green and getting nightmares, yelling Mother's name and the name of her friend, and how it wasn't his fault. It was their fault things happened. Anyway, it was right in the middle of the sermon, and we were in the kitchen, and Father was pacing back and forth, talking to himself. All of a sudden, he seized up, grabbed his arm and went stiff. Then he toppled over, hit his head on the floor, and just lay there. At first I thought he'd knocked himself out, so I shook him. Father? Father? Nothing. I turned him over. He stared up at me. I slapped his face. Wake up! Wake up! He didn't, just kept staring. I told myself everything was okay, but it wasn't. I knew it. He was dead. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't call out. There was no phone, and I couldn't go over to Artie's because of the dogs. They were barking, scratching at the door. He hadn't fed them. I knew they must be hungry, so I got some hamburger, chicken, and a few vegetables out of the fridge. I tossed them at the dogs from my bedroom window. They went crazy, fighting for everything. At night, I stayed beside Father so I wouldn't be lonely, because there was nobody but me and him and the dogs outside. I needed Father. He always knew what to do. Only now he was all stiff and staring at me. I tried to close his eyelids. They wouldn't. So I wrapped his head in a towel, covered him in a blanket, and snuggled under to be near him. I stayed with Father for 3 days, throwing all the food I could find to the dogs. It was never enough. Then Father started to smell. The kind of smell that got on the frying pan when he didn't wash it. It got so bad I couldn't take it. I rolled him to the door to put him in the fresh air. I waited till I didn't hear the dogs, then I opened it. But some of them were just outside. They leaped at Father's body. I raced upstairs. They followed. I climbed into the attic and pulled up the ladder. There were dogs everywhere now, all over the house. I closed the trap door so I couldn't see them, but I could still hear them, ripping at Father, tearing him apart. It was my fault, all my fault. I screamed and ran to Mother's hope chest. I crawled inside, closed the lid, stuck my fingers in my ear, and sang songs so I wouldn't hear. At last I fell asleep. Oh no, I understand now. What happened when you woke up, I whisper, but I know the answer. It was dark, he sniffles. I just stayed there. In your mother's hope chest, your secret hiding place? Yeah. Where is it now, I wonder? But all I say is, you did good. No. I mean it. You were braver than I'll ever be, even now. I couldn't be alone all these years like you. I haven't always been alone. Artie moved here for a while, only he looked older. He wouldn't talk to me. He didn't want to play anymore. Then you came. His voice goes shy. I'm glad you're my friend. So am I. The dogs, they've been here too. Like I told you, they're everywhere. They see everything. I seize up. No, it's okay. Don't be scared. They won't hurt you. I won't let them. But what they did to your father, that was my fault. They were hungry, but they're not anymore. When I went to sleep, I dreamed we were playing. We've been playing ever since. All the same, when I hear them howling in the wind, the way they howl, that's how they sound. Things aren't always what you think. We imagine all kinds of stuff that isn't true. You know that, right? I nod. Father said he got the dogs to keep me safe, to protect me from the bad people who take me away. They did, too, and they'll protect you if you want. I feel him give me a hug like a little brother. I have to go now. And he's gone.